and welcome back to another episode of This Square Room. My name is Jonel.
I'm Deswayne.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
I don't know. Different parts of the world, it's not Valentine's Day. So.
I don't know what you want me to say to that. Like, you're just wish them a happy Valentine's Day and leave it at
Happy
that.
Valentine's Day.
It doesn't have to be.
If you support it.
If you're about it, then happy Valentine's Day. If
you're
not, happy Tuesday. I mean, it is what it is. All right, do you have Valentine's Day plans with your girlfriend?
I cannot
That's
say.
a no.
I cannot say. I cannot.
It's okay.
Say.
You still have time to figure it out.
Okay.
You can always do like a last minute.
I do.
You have an idea.
I do, but it's I need somebody's help to mutually plan it.
I'll help you.
No, I already have the help. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And
you mean to execute? You need help to execute, to plan.
Oh yeah. Well, we did the planning. Now we're executing.
Oh, that's cute.
But she thinks I'm not doing anything.
So can you say what it is now? Because
no,
it's Valentine's Day now. And
no,
this comes
I know. I can't.
No.
You
don't want to chance it?
I can't. I cannot. I'm sorry. I just can't.
You can tell us next week.
Hopefully.
If the plan
goes through. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
What, Valentine's Day plans? Me and my dog?
No. Maybe there's a special someone, Joe.
He is my special someone.
Oh, that's bestiality.
He's not like that. Don't make it weird.
That's what I thought. That's what Valentine's Day is, to make it weird.
No, it's supposed to be like sweet and romantic.
Yeah, until that guy who you didn't know likes you comes with flowers. Hey, will you be my Valentine? You're like, ew, you're making it weird.
It's been forever since someone has said the words to me, will you be my Valentine?
Oh,
because like,
I'm gonna steal that.
Even what?
Because now I'm gonna say it to my girlfriend, so she can be like,
girls love that. It's like cute. It's like a sweet like little like childhood thing, like, you know.
You guys are into the child stuff.
Don't make it weird. But it's just like, it's sweet. It's like that so innocence of like, you know how like people are like married for years and they still want to be asked to be the Valentine.
Yeah,
you know,
that's cute.
Yeah, I think part of the reason I don't have a Valentine is because I think it was like 2 episodes ago I told you that apparently like some people think I have a resting bitch face. Mm-hmm. Since that episode,
oh boy.
They're coming for me, Des. They're coming for me.
Guys, leave her alone. It's not her fault.
Like, apparently, if I don't smile, I have a resting bitch face. Apparently, when I eat, I look either sad or confused.
I believe, yes, I concur. You do. And when you drink, you always like look in your cup or something. Like, you just something just looks wrong.
It's just my face.
No, I understand because I know you, but like I can understand where they're coming from.
I really don't think I have a neutral. I can't do it now because okay.
No, you can't do it now.
No, I can't do it now. But like I just feel like I think it's just neutral. I really don't think I look like a bitch.
No, you do.
There was a picture. Let me see if I can show you.
By the way, just so we're clear, while she's looking for this picture, I know we've had this conversation last week.
You guys it was a couple weeks ago.
No, not you.
Oh.
I'm talking to them.
Okay.
You're looking for the picture. We had this conversation last week, and I understand that you don't know what I'm talking about right now. But I'm going to say it. I understand that my arms are ashy, okay? I get it. Allow it. I'm addressing it, so you don't need to. Allow it. Because when I start moving my arms and you see it and you're like, whoa, Des, whoa, buddy. I said it already. I know. I was wearing a sweater. I took it off. We're recording. I saw it. It's too late.
You let them know that you only, but you did say that you lotion.
Up to my arm, like right here and everything, like.
You should at least go to the elbow.
Should, but I was wearing a sweater, so it just stops there. I got big forearms because I work out.
in your home gym.
So funny.
So this picture was absolutely rosy. This picture is from like summer of 2021.
Okay, so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
What's wrong? What happened that day?
I thought it was golden hour, like the sun. There's just like, and here's the thing. I took that one, and I also took this one, right?
Okay, that's nice.
But like, that's just my face. If I'm not smiling, I don't think that's a bitch face. I think that's just neutral. Because you're
used to it. You're used to seeing your face.
So is that person like unapproachable?
Yeah. Well, they're not unapproachable, but you feel like they are. I had this conversation with this guy at work. Like, if you see him by himself, you're not gonna approach him because of how his face is.
The thing is, I think I smile a lot though, so like you don't see that a lot. You know?
Yes, but when you're like in your own world, like when you're kind of zoned out, you're like, oh, excuse me. And you're like, but yeah. Also, and you're like, okay, she's okay.
Yeah, but also like when I'm like walking on the street and stuff, like I will like smile at people.
You have to make the effort.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like you like noticeably you have to smile at people. Your face isn't just like sometimes when I'm walking, like people will look at me and I'm like, why are they smiling at me? But I realize like sometimes I just have like a little smirk on my face. Whereas I guess you wouldn't when you lock eyes with somebody, then you smile because you don't want them to see the RB face.
No, because I never thought I had one. So it's not like I was smiling because I'm like, I got it.
Your body knows. Your body knows. She knows. She knows.
Is that the piano?
And I do this because I'm a bad person.
Because you're what, Des?
I'm a bad person.
No. Why do you do the head thing?
Why? You know, it just feels natural.
You wish. Also, you know, like when people play the piano, they don't just like mash
everybody
the keys.
Keeps telling me.
It's like I
know it's the fingers, but this just feels so much better.
But you know, you're literally going like you're mashing.
You should
the
see
keys.
when I play the air drums. The number one question is, why are your drum sets so high? Because I'm like, no, Des, they're down here. And I'm like, I know, just leave me alone, man.
When you do air guitar, do you like do the different fingers or do you just strum? You seem like just a strummer.
I do the fingers. But I don't move because I don't know what it is. And I know, like, look, like, why is my guitar going this way?
You look like you're stroking the huge.
Huge what?
Pee-pee.
Pee-pees can be huge.
A huge. I can't say the C word.
Ding dong.
No, but I feel like when you say that word, it's like it implies it's big.
So you know.
Yeah. So penis. I can say penis. A penis can be big. But you think like average.
Yeah. Cack. There you go.
Okay, I want to ask you. I'm gonna paint a scenario. Okay. In a relationship, or like you meet someone.
I'm the one in the relationship.
What do you mean?
You're painting a scenario, so it's my relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So stupid.
And the person is amazing. You guys laugh together. Like they are witty, they're funny, they challenge you in a good way, not in like an annoying way. Like you just love their personality. You love talking to them all the time. You love hanging out with them. Like they're just a cool person. But the sex is not good. And when I say not good, I mean like you guys are basically opposites. Stuff that you like, they don't like. Stuff that they like, you don't like. It's just not good. You're not meshing well in that way.
Okay.
But personality-wise, it's like amazing. Okay. Versus you meet someone and the personality is just like not even there. You guys don't mesh well. You have nothing in common. They're a nice person. It's not like they're like a horrible person, but they're just like, it's like pulling teeth to have a conversation with them.
Okay.
It's very...
But the sex is amazing.
It's very difficult to like mesh with them on a personal level or to have anything in common and to hold a conversation that is of interest or value to you. But the sex is so good that like this person does everything that you like and even stuff that you didn't even think you liked.
Okay.
Like, it is just amazing. The best sex you've ever had, better than you thought sex could be. Mm-hmm. So you guys are extremely compatible in that way. Mm-hmm. Out of those two scenarios, if you had to pick one to be your partner moving forward, partner A, which is emotional connection, no physical connection, mm-hmm. or partner B, who is no emotional connection, but a big physical connection, which one would you pick?
Current Deswayne.
Yeah.
The first one.
Okay.
Past Deswayne, still the first one.
Good. I mean, it's weird that you set it up that way, but...
Yeah, because the past Deswayne, the first one, and I'm going to be okay with it, but I'm going to cheat. We have no sexual connection, but you're perfect in every other way. I'm not even going to bring it up because I'm going to do my do, and I'm going to get what I need to get.
Why'd you become country?
I don't know,
I'm going to get what I need to get. No, okay, so here's the thing. Why not just not entertain a relationship if you know you're going to cheat on this person who is like perfect?
The reason why is if we mesh so well on that level, but not the sex level, you can't help but develop those feelings sometimes. Yeah,
but then like if you have genuine feelings for someone, why be an asshole to them and like do something that you know would hurt them?
Because they're not gonna know. That's my answer. Don't get mad. That's the answer. I'm not doing it.
Are you one of those people who believes that what you don't know can't hurt you?
It can't. It literally can't. It literally cannot.
It literally can.
It cannot.
If it can.
No.
If you're cheating and you get someone pregnant, if you catch an STD.
So now you know that I was cheating.
Right, so it can hurt.
If you know I was cheating. If you did not know I was cheating, if I don't get anyone pregnant, I don't have an STD, I can cheat my whole entire life and be with you and everything seems perfect and dandy.
I think that's a super ignorant way of looking
at things. It is, but that's the truth. What you don't know literally cannot hurt you.
You're saying that because you're saying they don't know, but like your actions when you were not with someone can affect them.
If they find out.
No, they can affect them in other ways.
How so?
Like I said, they don't need to know you're cheating in order to get an STD. Maybe they think, oh my God, like I used a toilet seat in public and I got something.
No, I understand what they think.
Or it can cause health issues. A lot of men who like to dip their dingle in different ponds can like carry bacteria that is not an STD, but it affects women. So you're just like, what the hell's going on? Meanwhile, it's actually your pH balance that is off, that's fucking up with us. And like, there's just lots of things that can happen. So even if they don't know definitively that you're cheating, it can hurt them. It can.
But you don't know I'm cheating.
Right.
Okay. So the first one.
Anyways, I would also pick the first one. I personally believe that an emotional connection, like a real genuine, like I like this person for who they are, or even like for their flaws, you know, when you can like really accept someone. I think that is more rare to find than like you think. And I think that...
You think so?
More rare to find than you think it is. Yeah. Like it's yeah. I feel like you can get along with a lot of people, but like that true, like, I love you for who you are. I love you for your faults. Like, I'm not going to like nag at you or try to change you or like resent you for certain things. Like that's really hard because nobody's perfect. So there are going to be things that people don't like, but yeah, so I would pick that one because, like I said, I think I value an emotional connection a lot. And I also think that the physical connection is something that can be built on. Personally, I think that when two people have sex for the first time, usually, even if there has been like a sexual conversation about like what you like, what you don't like, you don't know the full extent of what the other person likes. So you hold back a little bit. And I feel like the first time having sex is not your best. Like I feel like it only gets better as you get to know the person and their body and their likes and their dislikes, and they get to know yours. So I think that even if the partner was the complete opposite of me, and into things that I'm not even into, I think that if I truly loved them as a person, I'd be willing to try certain things for them, or willing to explore, willing to grow and learn. It's just kind of like if you are like learning a skilled trade.
You know what? I think like as you're saying it, I think it's because like we're opposite, if that makes sense. For example, what you're saying makes complete sense. You're willing to try things that your partner likes, because in your brain, you're already asserting, you're already putting yourself as the person that's not into the sex, right? For me, I'm into the sex. I don't want to not be into the sex.
No. I also think that it goes the other way.
So if my partner's like, honestly,
if I'm the one who's into stuff that my partner's not into,
mm-hmm.
when I say we're opposites, it's not about one's into sex, one's not. It's about your likes and your turn-ons are just complete opposite. I'm not saying one likes it, one doesn't. You're painting that onto me for whatever reason. That's not what I'm saying.
Because when you ask me the question, that's what I'm thinking. Because if we're not compatible in sex, in my head, you must not like sex, because as long as there's sex,
I mean, maybe that may
may
be the scenario for you, but I'm saying you're like projecting that onto me.
Okay, because that's what I pictured when you were talking about it.
No, I'm saying like you guys are literally complete opposites. Maybe one likes gentle, passionate sex and one is into like BDSM and crazy stuff, or one has like a weird fetish and one just likes the standard stuff, or one likes to starfish and one likes to be an acrobat. Whatever it may be. Or like, what if the actual sex is just not good? You can't get a rhythm. It's whatever it is. I think that, like I was trying to say, like I think it's kind of like a trade, right? You're not born with that talent. You learn. You take the time and effort to learn, and I think sex is something. Sex and compatibility in a sexual way can be learned
mm-hmm.
with someone, whereas that emotional connection cannot be. You can't fake that. I mean, maybe a little bit, but if the person is really not, like, you're not going to be with someone forever if that's really not it. And I think you also spend more time with someone in a non-sexual way than you do sexually. Like, if you're in a long-term relationship, the hours, that you're not having sex will add up. So I think it's just more important.
Okay,
personally.
then my answer changes. I think me now would go for the second one then.
Okay. Why?
Because I haven't found it hard to talk to, like, someone, like, I'm not, like, I don't know, based off of my personality.
Right, but I'm not comparing it to that, because I'm also a person who can get along with a lot of people. You have to imagine that this person, it just really...
See, I can't, because if me and you don't, like, mesh on that level already, I haven't slept with anybody that I, like, haven't
I know,
met.
But this is, for the sake of the conversation.
I couldn't. Because
I wouldn't either.
Ew, I don't know you fucking weirdo.
We're never having sex.
Don't touch me.
Of course, but
I can't
obviously
even talk to you.
That's not the scenario. You can't,
I think I would still choose the second one. I'd rather build an emotional connection and like keep trying to actually, okay, let me see, let me try and talk to the person this way. Let me actually, what you're saying about the sex,
mm-hmm.
I'd rather do with the emotion than the sex.
Okay. Well, so I went to my friends, my little poll people that
Your peer group
that I like to, and I asked them what they think, and every single person except for one, and now year two,
mm-hmm.
chose the person A.
Yeah.
Everyone said emotional connection, for basically those reasons. Like, you can't. An emotional connection is so much more. Hold on, let me see if I can read some of them. But like, yeah, everyone chose an emotional connection.
Why did the other person choose the other one?
Did they give a
reason?
I'm gonna get to that. So one person said emotional compatibility because the physical stuff can be taught if the emotions are already there. Another person said emotional. Sexual fades as people go through different life stages, children, getting older, etc. You need to like and get along enough with the person. I think that's a typo. Hold on. This one, there was a lot of like cackling after the question, so I have to like scroll a little bit. Okay. This person says, so I would take an emotional connection. I can't be with someone I don't get along with, and stupid people. And this is a woman, and she also said, and we know men don't change. In fact, they just get worse. Obviously, she's poking fun, but yeah, she was just saying she thinks that you're giving someone a lot of room that maybe they shouldn't get. If you give them the room to try to grow and have emotional intelligence and capacity for self-awareness, she doesn't think it's going to happen. So she just wants that off the bat and then wants to build. The sexual relationship, the other person said, as you get older, personality wins over sex. I think because if that's your person, then that's what's going to last. And, you know, that's basically a consensus. I also spoke to a friend on the phone. Mm-hmm. He also said that he chooses person A, the emotional. He's saying that he, maybe back in the day, he would have chose the sex, like when he was younger. Mm-hmm. But being, how old is he? I think he's like 30, 31. And he was like, yeah, no, like I definitely value, he's like, I value sex a lot, but again, most people think that that's something that can be worked on. And I think so too. So the one person, so that was 3 women and 2 men that I polled. And then obviously myself, who all feel the same way. The other guy, cause I wanted it to be like kind of even. The other guy is the only one who said he would choose person B. And like the reasons were pretty valid. I just don't really agree with it. He said that I should have actually like called him to confirm his words, because this was he was like the first person I had this conversation with. I think for him, the sexual compatibility is very important, and to have someone who is like completely opposite, I think it's just a lot of work. I remember him saying the emotional compatibility is it's emotions. It is a big thing, but sex is emotional and physical. So it's kind of like you're working on one thing rather than 2 if you choose the sexual part. Which I get. But I mean, I disagree with him, but yeah, he's the only one. Because at first I was like, okay, maybe all the women are going to choose the emotional, but no, the guys.
Even if I think about it, a lot of my friends would choose emotional, but yeah, no, I would choose the sex, because at least I know I'm not going to do something stupid. So.
Like cheat?
Yeah, exactly. I can build on emotion. To me, that's very easy. To have patience with somebody in that area, no problem. But for me to have patience in sex, I know I don't have that in me to be like, okay, you know, after 5 years, we're still not compatible, but at least she's trying.
But in this scenario, you know that you guys will never have that emotional compatibility.
I'd rather not have the emotional compatibility than the sex. Because I really, like, I don't want to cheat. I won't cheat on you if, you know, our emotions and we don't click like that. That's fine with me. Where's your girl? She's in the room.
It's funny that my friend said, like, the older you get, the more that matters. Because I've noticed, like, I think for me, like, I've been, I don't want to say presented with, but, like, I've met people who, like men who are like very, very nice guys, you know, and they're just like amazing. And I'm sure like in a romantic way, they would like treat me great and whatever. But like that like emotional spark wasn't there. And I've realized that like I am someone who really, really values that. Like if we can't be like friends and genuinely like enjoy each other, because, like, I think the more I like you emotionally, the more I want to have sex with you. The more I want to do all that stuff with you.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, that will naturally come for me with all that other stuff. Whereas if I'm just attracted to you, I could be like, oh, wow, you're like the hottest person I've ever seen, and still not want to spread my legs for you.
The same way you're like, you know, in the scenario, me and her will never be emotionally, is the same thing. Then the other way around, sexually, you guys will never. And for me, I can't never be that.
Right. But I think I am more willing to
let that part go.
Not even let it go. I'm willing to work at it, and it will never be. This person will never be the greatest, the greatest sex of my life. But like, I think just me loving them and them being such an amazing person will make it better. Plus, there's always like sex toys and shit. Oh, also, my friend, who said, the guy who was like, oh, like back in the day I would have chosen the other option. He said that, actually he said what you said as well. He said back in the day he would have wanted option one, but he knows that he would have cheated. And he gave me a scenario where he was talking to a girl, I don't know how long ago, months ago, and she didn't give head. And like that is something that like he knows he wants in any future relationship. He knows it's something that
Close
he wants
home,
and he wants often. That's just his thing. He starts talking to a girl and she has never done it. It's funny because he was telling me about like a scenario, not me putting his whole business out there. Hey, I know you're like watching. He was like, oh, you know, like they were doing their thing. And he was like, the moment was right for her to do it. Just do it. He waited about 10 minutes and then he was like, just stop. Because she wasn't, she's nervous. No, but like, and then it came out that like she's actually never done it before and whatever. And, you know, he explained to her that in a, like, respectfully, but he was in a relationship, like that's something that I need. And I know what I want. Like, I don't want to settle in that way and stuff like that. So like he knows that like, but like he also feels like that's something that like can be built on because he still chose the first option. It's just that like you need to be willing to try, you know?
No, I get it. Yeah.
He also was saying that there are alternate arrangements. For instance, if you choose option A and you know that the sex isn't good, you guys could have an open relationship, or you could have, you know, some sort of like polygamous arrangement or whatever if you guys aren't able to satisfy each other sexually. But, you know, and I was like, oh, you know, I didn't think about that, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was kind of thinking about it just in like a monogamous way. Yeah. But even like I said, I stand by it even in the monogamy way.
If I could have sex with other people, then I'm going to choose A. But because I know that part is very important, if we can't be compatible and it's just me and you in that monogamous way, I have to choose B. I have to.
Would you choose A if it's like B? If it's would you choose A if it's someone who is like, you know, a little bit naive and like inexperienced?
No, because then I'm gonna cheat.
But willing to, you know, like some girls like the quiet librarian, but like she wants to be like, let her inner freak out.
I would give it a chance, but it like if for the example that you gave, like the question, if it was like, okay, you know, she's willing to try, but she's not good at it right now. For sure, I will give that a try. I don't know how long.
Because not everyone is good at
everything and I know right that, and I expect them
like
not to be.
Like this girl who's never given head before, she gives head for the first time.
Yeah, there's this girl I used to see, and she's never given head before, and she told me, and I'm like, okay, cool. We had sex, but she wouldn't give me head. And then one day she decided, okay, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do this, and I know she did it because you're hearing stories of me and other girls, and that's a part that you're like, I can't experience that with him.
Here's the thing. So my friend also said that he had this conversation, a similar conversation with this girl, and was like, basically told her like, if you want to do this, then fine, by all means, but don't do it because you think I want it, because then you're gonna think this is gonna be a forever. Yeah. And if it's not forever, then
whoever that friend is, I rate him because I said the same thing.
Then you're gonna be
you're gonna be upset that you did it.
I'm saying ew because I'm like imagining him watching me.
I rate him. For sure, because that's exactly what it is. So as far as I know, like me and her still talk, and to this day she's like, yeah, you're the only person I've ever felt comfortable to do that with. Do I believe her? Not really.
That's a lot of pressure. Like, I think if a guy was like, oh, I've never eaten vagina before, but like I'll do it to you, I'd be like, no, like that's fine.
Exactly. But if eventually, you know, you guys keep talking and he does it, fine.
Right. If you like, don't do it because you think I want it. By all means, do it because you want to do it.
Leave me out of it. Not leave me out of this, but don't blame me.
Right. Yeah. Like don't do it because of me. Yeah. Do it because you want to do it. Which is what I think to everything sexual. Right. Yeah. Do it to me, not for me.
Yeah. Excellent.
No, but it's just like, I don't know. But I think that like in a relationship with bad sex, you want it to be better because you want your partner, you want to please your partner. Yeah. If your partner's into things and you're like, oh my God, like I've never wanted to do that. I'm never into, if your partner's like into golden showers and you're just like I'm so uncomfortable with that, you know, then it's just like maybe with with love and maybe a shot or two of alcohol, you're just like, okay, like I'll do it for you because I love you. No, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. Scenario A has more room for
in my head, because it's
that makes
hard
sense.
if you and I are sitting here and every time I'm like trying to have
it's
a
like
conversation,
and
like you're nice. I can see that you're nice. It's not you. It's just we are not compatible personality wise. It's like it's never gonna work. Maybe I just find your personality so obnoxious. Meanwhile, other people, I'm sure, maybe find it endearing or whatever. It's just like sometimes you can't get. Well, no, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you just can't get past it.
Yeah,
so.
No, that's understandable. I'm still choosing B. But that was good. That was good. It makes sense. Everything makes sense. What I'm saying is because of who I am, not because it's what I believe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because you're a dirty cheater.
Yes, exactly. Once a cheater, always a cheater. We established that. So
we established it in a different context, though.
I know. I just wanted to say it.
But what? Don't.
Because you said you're a dirty cheater.
Yeah, but it's Valentine's Day.
But then don't call me a dirty cheater.
But don't say yes. Don't say once a cheater, always a cheater.
So you're mad that I agree with you.
I said you. Okay.
You didn't say where.
I'm.
Okay, go. Let's change this. Go back. Okay.
Because you were a dirty cheater.
Yes, exactly. I was. I'm so funny.
Are you not gonna say the once a cheater, always a cheater part anymore?
No.
Because
that's
a few weeks ago we had this conversation and you said
I agree with it still. Yeah. If you
You're saying you still have that label, but you're not an active cheater.
I've revoked my
Retired.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Not revoked.
You've hung up your hat.
Yes. My jacket.
It's a jacket?
Like
a varsity
in
type
Jamaica,
of jacket.
when they say you have a jacket, it just means like you have a kid with somebody who you're not with.
Oh.
Yeah, like some men actually like I want a jacket. Like, yeah. I had this conversation with somebody at work.
People want that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. He was just like, yeah, I need a jacket. It's like I'm not official until I have a jacket. Yeah.
All right, we are going to move on.
Yeah.
I want to get your opinion because it's Valentine's Day on a Valentine's Day related subject. Hold on, I have it here. So obviously, you know, Valentine's Day, I'm sure a lot of people.
Sorry, why's Cupid a naked baby shooting hearts?
Because babies aren't born with clothes.
Okay, sorry, go back to what you're saying. Please just go back to what you're saying. I don't know what I expected.
Why would he come out fully
clothed? You're right.
But you got to cover up the bits.
Yeah. You're right. What were you saying?
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people are going out to dinner. They have plans, like whatever, right? Romantic plans. Let's assume we're talking about heterosexual couples.
Okay.
A man and a woman, right? Whether you're cis or not. In Canada, 60 to 70% of Canadians think that couples should split the bill on Valentine's Day. And it's, I don't know, that's higher than I would have assumed.
Okay.
Here, there's a little bit more. Yeah, nearly 70% of Canadians don't think Valentine's Day is a real holiday, which I can believe that.
Yeah.
It's not a real holiday. It's like a commercialized thing. But they said, however, despite not many acknowledging February 14th, the majority still plan on celebrating because it's just like, that's the thing. I'm like, it's not a real holiday, but I think it's cute.
Everybody wants to feel special. Whatever.
When you're in love, it's just like, it's cute. It's whatever. But like, it's not a big deal, you know? But yes, it says, here is where things get tricky. Although Canadians are willing to drag their feet to dinner, many are not prepared to foot the bill on their own. In fact, 60% believe that couples should split the bill on a date. And additionally, 70% say both partners should equally plan dates together. Yeah, it says, luckily, the option to skip a fancy dinner date was welcomed. And about 40% say that they prefer a romantic evening at home where they cook a meal together and like whatever instead of thing. And then the other 30% want to go out to dinner. 15.3% want to do an activity. And 12.4% want to do a weekend getaway. And then actually only 1.8% want to do a movie on Valentine's Day. That. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? On splitting the bill, first and foremost.
Splitting the bill. For me now, if we're doing something like me and my girlfriend, we need to do this evenly in terms of, yes, it's Valentine's Day, but obviously sometimes you do stuff the week, not necessarily the Tuesday, but maybe you'll do something the Friday when you're free or whatever.
Well, yeah, because like this year, Valentine's Day falls on a Tuesday and it's like not convenient for everyone.
So to me, the same way, you know, I don't like the way it's portrayed that, you know, the guy has to do something. We have to do. I'll do something for you, no problem. Why can't I get something another day? Like, okay, babe, I want to take you out Friday. Maybe I take you out Friday, you take me out Sunday.
Oh, you're saying two separate things.
Still for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Because for me to take you out and plan something Friday, that doesn't leave room for you to plan anything for me if we're only celebrating on this one day. Unless we're going to talk about it and be like, okay, well, I'm going to do this for you. And then, you're like, okay, after we go to dinner, I want to bring you somewhere. That's fine.
That's cute.
I'm okay with that. But
you get the first half of the night, I get the second half, or vice versa.
Exactly. In the morning, I wake up and, you know, there's breakfast and all that cute stuff, and then I have the rest of the day. That's
cute. Like if like the guy does like the dinner plans, but the woman does something. Exactly. You want breakfast in bed, blah blah blah, morning head. You know. Joe, that's what I'm talking about. But for the whole day to be recognized, like, okay, what is he doing for her? That I'm not okay with. I totally agree with that. It's weird. Every Valentine's Day that I've had a significant other, I've always like gotten them a gift.
Yeah, you seem like that person.
I've always, well, I look at it as like an anniversary. Like an anniversary, that's your
both
day together, not just one person, right? Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna just expect a whole lot, but then not do anything.
Exactly.
I do really like when like a guy steps up and like plans something. But like, I like what you said about like, we can both plan something. Or whatever, but I do like when a guy like pays for dinner on like special occasions, but it's also because I'm the type who will also pay. Like if we're out, like I will plan dates for my boyfriend. Like we'll go out and like it'll be a surprise, or even if it's not a surprise, like everything's on me today. I do stuff like that. So like on certain occasions,
the return is nice.
I like to
return on
feel, you know, feminine, like thank you, you know, on certain days. So like Valentine's Day, my birthday, anniversary, I would like you to pay. And you know,
even for certain things, I don't want to talk about it. For me, it's not a conversation. It's just courtesy.
I think unless it's like early on, you gotta have those conversations. But like at a certain point,
me and you are going to the movies, right? Let's say this is our first time ever, and I'm like, let me take you out. I want to take you to the movies. In my head, it is said that I'm paying. However, because I'm asking you out, so I feel like, okay, other than the movies, let's say we go to the movies and we want to get something to eat. It's not said that I'm paying because you now decide you're hungry. I asked you to the movies, not to dinner. Go eat shit for all I care. Okay. But if we go to whatever restaurant, whatever, to go eat, at least pretend you're going to pay. At least try and, you know.
I honestly don't, like, I just get so uncomfortable with the whole, like, do you want me to get it? Oh, no, please. I insist. I'm the type, I'm just going to take out my card and be like, here you go, and pass it to the waiter.
And then by the time you do that, I'm like, no.
No. I'm real quick.
Oh, you can't be quicker than me. I will, like, you know,
if the guy does that, I'll be like, hey.
Yeah, like, you know I'm not shy. So I will take your card. I will hold it. Because I've had
it's not even like, I don't like that fake, like,
exactly.
Pretend to go through my wallet. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just grab my card. Here you go. Last one was on you. This is on me, and it's not even like a tit for tat. It's like
pick you up and put you over here. Run back to the counter. Put my card in. Haha! I win. You lose.
One time with a bunch of friends. I think were there 3 of us or 4? Can't remember, but it was like a small group, and we were all trying to be like, I got this one, and we had the waitress like pick the card.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was mine that was picked, and I was like, damn it. Shit. Yeah, but like, that's fun, you know, when everyone's just like, but I think, and that's the thing, it's not just like with romantic partners for me. I'm like that with friends too.
Yeah.
Like, I go out, like, I'll just go to the bar. I know what all my friends are drinking.
And get drinks.
A shot for everyone. A shot and a drink for everyone. Because you got to do the shot real quick and then have something to hold on to. You know what I mean?
Because if I'm drinking, okay, cool. Like, same thing you're saying, same scenario. I get us drinks here. We don't have to talk about it. I got us drinks.
And I'm not expecting, like, I got you
this
two
time,
drinks
this
and you got
exactly.
me one. And that's not,
yeah.
it's not.
Like, if I want a drink and I want to get it, I'll get it. Mm-hmm. But at some point,
if I drink too much,
as a
I need
friend,
to stop buying people drinks because it gets too much.
As a friend, you should be like, okay, Des just bought 3. Mm-hmm. Let me at least buy 1, even if it's just for Des. Like, obviously, everyone has their financial problems, but I don't expect you to, because I bought 16 drinks for 4 of us. Like, you don't have to buy that same number.
Yeah,
but you're like, okay, Des did this. Des, come, go for a walk.
Right
here, let me get you.
Especially if it's like you're out. Like, if I'm out and I don't know. By
the way, sorry. Did you hear me burp while I was talking?
No.
Okay, that's crazy. I felt like I did, but I wasn't sure if it came out like...
You felt like you burped?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Don't ask me. I just kept talking.
Don't you know if you burped or
not? I thought I did.
It's one thing if, like, you felt like it made a sound, but you don't even know if you actually burped.
I don't know. I feel like I did, and I remember I kept talking.
That's weird as hell.
Yeah, but anyways, go ahead.
That's weird.
I just wanted to apologize in case it was heard.
I didn't hear it. Maybe they heard it. I didn't hear it.
Okay, good.
God, that threw me off. But yeah, I think we're both kind of on the same page. Yeah. I think, I'm just not the type to just like want everything handed to me, because I think it's like, if you're dating someone, like, you want them to feel special too.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't I try to do special things for you, or like try to buy you dinner or whatever?
Me and my girlfriend, we were talking a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, Des, I know if I want to get married, like, to you, I have to propose to you. I'm like, damn straight. I'm glad you understand. Like, I will propose right back to you, but I'm not going to be the only one like, I want to be with you forever, and this big romantic gesture.
I would hope. I want to be with you forever. The hell is that?
So to me, I'm not a person that really cares about marriage. If you're the one who cares about marriage and you really want to do this,
I could see you proposing.
I would. But however, I need a proposal back.
But okay, so what's funny is in my last relationship, we talked about that. We're talking about the fact that, like, women get this engagement ring, and what do men get? Debt.
Shit.
And I actually Googled it, and I found out that like old school traditions, I guess it was like probably not the woman who did it, probably the family, but it was traditional for the man to get an engagement watch. Because, like, that was, like, a manlier thing. And then we talked about it. We're like, oh, like, if we ever get engaged, like, you give me the ring, I give you the watch. Because, like, it's, like, cute.
I don't even want her to wear the ring on her finger.
Why?
I'd rather, like, a necklace kind of thing with a ring. Like...
You can't tell her where to wear.
No, I know. But that's what, like...
Why? You think it's so basic?
I don't know. Yeah, there's just something about, like, engagement ring that I'm just like, no, nothing should be on your finger until I put the wedding ring on.
Well, the wedding ring is supposed to go first.
What?
So when you're engaged, you wear the engagement ring, but on your wedding date, you
take it off and then put the wedding, and then
sometimes people will give it to someone to hold, or you put it on the other finger. Yeah. But the wedding ring is supposed to be closer to your heart, and then the engagement goes over it.
Nothing should be there until the wedding.
Some people don't propose with a ring.
I'm gonna propose with a ring pop.
I mean, it's been done before. Be more original.
I shall do it again.
People do like bottle caps, or not bottle caps.
It's like bottle caps.
Can tab things.
Oh, that's cute. Like off of a Coke can.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Like, you just bend it into the shape that you need it to be in, or if your fingers are that skinny.
Love comes in all shapes and sizes.
I mean, what if you had like a super cute inside joke involving a Coke can? What if you guys met, right? And you guys met under like a joke, right? And the joke was like, "Oh, do I look like a Coke bottle?" And you're like, "More like a Coke can." So then
I would be livid.
So then years later, when you're ready to propose, you're like, "Remember when I called you a Coke can?"
Good proposal. This is what you're gonna do. Redo this shit, because what was that? And I was telling her, like, if I were to, she's like, Des, if you propose to me, like, I know it would be the most. I'm like, everybody would be there. Everybody. Like, it would have to be huge, because I will never do this again. So, yeah. It's not going to be like one day I'm looking at you and I'm just like, oh, baby, get down on one knee.
You say you talk about all of this, right? Your wedding would be huge. Your proposal would be huge. But like, you also don't like spending money on shit like that.
Nothing.
So it's not going to be as huge as you think.
It is. You know why? Because I know she would want it huge. So
you're willing to spend the money? Not on the proposal.
As
you'd be more willing to spend a little more money on the wedding than proposal. I would
more on the wedding than the proposal, but the proposal, I'd want it to be like. I'm
not saying you wouldn't spend any money, but like the way you're saying everybody's gonna be there.
Oh, like her whole family,
and extravagant.
Like, yeah.
Oh, so you're saying simple, just with a lot of people.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Before it was like breakout dance.
I thought you meant like.
Yeah, like. Everybody walking
like
down the
street. Like a flash mob.
Yeah. It would. That's what I would.
Right, but you have to like hire all those dancers.
I know, 100%.
You have to have rehearsals.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'd maybe go to one rehearsal.
Maybe, and it's just to see if they're good.
No, but you got to be a part of it. You got to know your mark, your cue.
Not one damn thing. I'll sit there with her like, wow. Wow, did you see that?
You're like, there's like a hole in the middle. Looks like someone's missing. You're like, oh shit,
that's supposed to be me. Hold on. Yeah,
I could totally see that being you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but
happens.
Definitely you.
100% me.
Okay. How long have we been recording? Okay, let's get into listener questions.
Okay.
Actually, since it's Valentine's Day, we have quite a few, and like they're kind of like love based.
Moto. Sorry. Random things just popping. Like I'm so weird.
Okay. This first one, this one's not love related. So this person chooses to be anonymous.
Loser.
But he says, Joe, come on, man. Rock, paper, scissors, redemption now. Don't let him clown you like this. Don't let him clown you like. Oh, sorry, I didn't do my whole spiel.
Oh, yes.
Listener questions. So we actually take listener questions every single week. If you're listening and you want to be a part of the podcast, meaning if you're like this person and you have something to say about last week's episode, or if you have a question, a story, or anything to tell us, we would love to hear from you. If you don't know, last week we played rock, paper, scissors. I lost pretty bad.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Say it with your chest. You lost.
So this person obviously wants a redemption. The way that they wrote into us was by going to thisquareroom.com/ask. Also in any of our tabs, we have like a ask us little tab thing in our like Linktree bio. It's always in the bio. You can just also go to our website, thisquareroom.com, and there is a submit a question button right on the homepage. We make it super easy for you. So with that being said,
don't let him pressure you. That's all I have to say.
Says, come on, man. Rock, paper, scissors, redemption now. Don't let him clown. You were clowning me.
I know, but if you lose again, that's going to be bad. Why can't people just take the L and just go?
I'm not asking for a rematch.
So you're good. Look, see? Look at that.
Because I'm competitive.
I hear you. All losers are competitive. All right, so it's on go. Is it 2 out of 3 or just 1?
Well, it's 2 out of 3, but it's rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Ew. So, hold on. I'm scared. What I need to say is, like, your problem is that you, like, that's kind of why I don't like playing, like, card games with you.
I already started.
Or dominoes.
I already started.
No, the minute I said...
I already calculated what you would probably do based off of how you know me.
Okay, so, no, you're like, okay, based off of last time she did this, so this time she's going to do this, and thinks she's throwing me off, but I'm already 10 steps ahead of her.
Literally and, like, my thought. Yes. I already had this... While you were doing your little...
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes, of course.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Stupid.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Stupid. So the first time you did scissors, I needed to test my theory. While you were talking, I'm like, okay, she lost because of the scissors.
No, I lost because I didn't throw a rock.
You did paper more than you did scissors, and I did scissors more.
Sure.
So in my head...
Honestly, I was just going random.
Oh, in my head, you were going to do scissors.
The only thing I said was... Well, in my head, the only thing that went through it was, don't start with paper. But then I'm like, oh, but I could because, you know, and then I just did whatever came naturally. Oh, okay. Honestly, there was, see, that's the thing. I'm just going and you're thinking.
Analysis correct. I won again. Why? Analyzed. Even if it was random.
I've been losing a lot lately.
Oh.
in my personal life. And like not like losing at life, like losing at like games.
Oh, okay.
But you know that's not me.
Yeah, yes.
I am a winner. I am
I'll take
competitive, and it's really bothering me.
I like this.
I don't like it. Something's in the air.
I promise you, if I lost,
it's not love,
we would have issues.
Why?
Because I would like.
Because it'd be 1-1.
Yeah, and I would have a problem with that.
Well, it's also because I beat you in more things than you beat me.
Who knows?
Like you'll beat me in dominoes, and you'll beat me in Signal, forever. And that's it.
What's the next? Obviously, rock paper scissors as well.
And rock paper scissors, but Christmas I beat you in everything.
I don't recall. Do you recall?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's okay. We have witnesses.
I was drunk.
So was I, and I still beat you.
I don't recall.
Oh, okay. Let's do another one, shall we? Another listener question.
Yeah.
You like another round?
I was like, okay, if you want to lose again, I guess.
Okay, let's do this one because last week we actually got a submission. Someone was asking us for like dating advice, and he wrote
Antonio.
Back. Yes, and Antonio. So Antonio says, "Hey guys, it's Antonio, as you called me in this week's episode."
Time out. Before you start, Antonio, I just want to let you know that I wasn't being rude when I said you sound annoying. Now, people listen to the podcast. My work people listen to it. My friends listen to it. And everybody came to me and said, Des, sounds annoying. And I'm like, okay. I just don't want it to seem like, oh, Des, that wasn't
So
nice.
If everyone told you to jump off a cliff, would you?
Fuck yeah. That means there's something wrong on top of the cliff. I've got to jump.
No, you wouldn't. Because most likely if it's a cliff, there's water. And you don't do that. You're not going. You'll take your chances on land. Am I wrong? Okay. Hi, guys. It's... Like you...
I can't argue. Go. Just go. I didn't argue. You're right.
Des likes to think that he knows me so well when he is...
You're right.
What?
You're right.
Ugh, I love those words.
Yeah, loser.
Hi, guys. It's Antonio, as you called me in last week's episode. Thank you for answering my question. You guys were brutal, but honest, which I asked for, but I appreciate it. It was the most real advice I've gotten, and I'm going to apply it and let you guys know how it goes moving forward. I think you may be right when you say I try to take the same approach with most women rather than trying to adjust with each one. I take the same approach in the beginning because I thought it was more or less textbook, but I will try to just go with the flow of each person I talk to moving forward from here. I did want to clarify from you guys. Joe, do women want to hear that they're beautiful every day? And if they are my girlfriend, is it okay to give daily compliments and say I love you, or is that too much? Before I ask this other question, I guess I'll address it. It depends on the person. Like, I can't tell you, yes, every woman wants to hear it every day. I know some women, it feels very like, you're just like, good morning, I love you, good night, I love you.
Stop. Sorry, already. No, just hearing it in my head, I'm just like, oh God, leave me alone, please.
No, it just, it I know for some people it loses its value. Yeah. For instance, my ex used to only say it if we were hanging up the phone or if we were physically together and like he was leaving. Okay. It would never, and like I believed him, but it didn't always feel special. Mm-hmm. So you ask, do women want to hear it every day? I want to hear it every day, but I want to hear it every day genuinely. Not like, okay, bye, love you. Bye, love. Like, it just sounds like a greeting at that point, or a salutation, whatever.
Yeah. What like randomly through the day, you can be like, babe.
No, but like sometimes we're having a conversation, right? And like I'll be like joking and like even like with my friends, like say like we're laughing, and I'm like, honestly, I love you so much. Like, you're so funny. Okay. Like it's just obviously that's a different type of I love you, but it's not just the routine like bye, love you, you know? So like, yeah, I would want to hear it, and like I wouldn't mind hearing it before I go to bed every night or or when I wake up or whatever. But if that's the only time you're hearing it and it just kind of sounds rehearsed, then it's like, but like I want to hear that shit. I don't know. Some women don't. Yeah. But I want to hear it, but I don't just want to hear it. Like, I'm making sense, right? Yeah. And then if they're my girlfriend, it's okay to give daily compliments and say I love you. Yeah. Oh, it was, do you want to hear you're beautiful every day? Yes. Same thing though. Same thing. I don't just want to hear good morning, beautiful. okay, you have a nice day. Beautiful. Bye. Love you. Like maybe if we're about to go out and say we don't live together and you pick me up, I want to hear, wow, you look great. Like, you look beautiful. Not just the like, good morning, beautiful. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. I love you. Text message. Like, you know, it's just, I think women just want it to feel organic, and that's all. So if that means sometimes you don't say it, that's cool.
And it has to be your personality, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So like for me, like the other day, my girlfriend was just in her house chilling, and I was there.
In the Superman onesie?
No, God, Jesus Christ. I made her take that off because I wasn't doing that. She was wearing some booty shorts and just a t-shirt, and I'm looking at her like, and she's looking at me like, what? I'm like, nothing. And she started walking, and I'm like, you look juicy still. I'll hit it. And to you, you're like, ugh. But to her,
no. If my man told me that, that's cute. It's just hearing you say it.
Yeah. So
juicy?
It has to be.
What is this, 2009?
Yes. It has to be
juicy.
It has to be you.
It's true.
And like, it's the moment, right? Like, for me, if I'm looking at her and I'm just like, oh, baby, you look so beautiful, she'd be like, are you okay?
True. You got to put your own.
Yeah. If we were going out and she was dressed up and I'm like, oh my God, you look beautiful, then okay, fine.
But here's the thing. I think I'll tell you something, Antonio. Women. No, I was going to look for the name of it. Women love, I think it's like when we get dressed up, yes, compliment us because like we put effort in. But like when we're like dressed down, I remember one time I was at the grocery store, I looked crazy as hell. Okay. And this man came up and was like, oh my God, like, you're so beautiful. Like, can I get your number? And I was like, because I was like,
do you know what the downside to that is?
What?
Is a lot of women that I've heard say that, like, the next thing that comes is, oh, you know, he probably just wants to fuck. But why can't he just compliment? No, you didn't think that, but that's what the downside as a guy is.
But now it's in my head because I thought that was a nice memory, and you ruined it for me.
I'm sorry, it wasn't on purpose. But that's the downside. It's like, oh, he's just telling me I look good because he wants me to feel good just so he can get my...
I get it. Yeah. But I just think like when they are not dolled up, that just shows like you don't love me for the makeup and the outfit and the... Yep. It's like you really think I look
good.
Nice, and that feels nice. Actually, I will say like one of the best compliments I've ever gotten, and it wasn't the best in terms of what the compliment was. It was because it was so random, and it was just... I'm sure I've told this on the podcast before. It was years ago. I was going somewhere, and I was like, I was going like to work or a work thing, so I was kind of like business casual, and like I stopped for gas, and I go inside to pay, and some guy is going inside to pay as well. And I don't even know what his face looked like. All I know is that he was wearing like one of those like construction, like bright yellow vests, right? And it's like early in the morning. So, oh no, I think I was going to school. I was going to school. It wasn't work.
You were going to school.
Yeah.
It was school.
And he was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but I just have to tell you, like, you're so beautiful. You're one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. And I was like, thank you. And then he just like left. I think he was on his way out and I was on my way in.
And by the time you got out, he was gone.
Yeah, but I like it just stood out to me because it's so random. And I think like in a relationship, that's what I'm saying. It's not just the routine, like you're saying I love you because you feel like that's what people say at the end of a conversation when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like you're or the same thing with the like calling me beautiful, like, oh, as a greeting. Those things are nice, but when that's the only time you say it, it sounds
routine.
It sounds routine. And I wouldn't say I don't believe it. Because some women are like, it doesn't mean anything. I think it means something, but it means more when it's random, when it's spontaneous, but like regular. I want to hear it all the time because I'm going to like look at you and be like, oh my God, you're so cute. Like, look at your face. I love your face. You know? So I think that's my answer. He says, and Des, you often say that Jo is not like other girls when it comes to her mindset. Would you care to elaborate on why you think this is?
Easy peasy.
I thought that the last girl I was talking to had some of the same characteristics as Jo in terms of not playing games, etc., but it turns out she was quite the opposite, unfortunately. Any other advice you guys have for me would be great. I hope to update you guys with some better news in the future.
My first thought was, I hope you do too.
Same.
So the thing with Joe is, right, Joe takes information that she gets from guys and actually applies them. So when I'm like, Joe, you did this and maybe that's why this happened, blah, blah, she'll be like, okay, that makes sense. And she'll try and apply it to the next thing, next, person she talks to or whatever. And then she'll come back and be like, Des, remember when you said this? I tried this, but he said this. How does that work? Because I'm not understanding. So she's trying to understand. And what I find is sometimes women think they're trying to understand, but they're not genuinely trying to understand. They're trying to do it for their own benefit. With Joe tries to understand because she's actually trying to understand. Like, I want to know how I can make this work. If you're saying, his mindset is like this, Des, okay, that would explain a lot. One of her exes, I was explaining to her that, like, he reminds me a lot of me when I had a different mindset. And when you're not used to certain things, you just don't know. And it's hard for you to talk about things and be the person who, the girl or the guy thinks you can be, because you're not used to that. And Joe will take that and be like, okay, let me, walk them through it and be patient. Whereas another girl would be like, no, that doesn't make sense. They're dumb. They're this, they're that. So when I say Joe is different, it's because she literally is, in the sense of she will make the effort to be like, okay, maybe they're not used to what I'm used to, or they haven't had this experience. So I can't expect them to know certain things. But I will talk them through it, and, we can try and make this work if they really want to.
I didn't know that's what you meant when you say that.
What do you think I mean? Like, you're weird?
Because, like, no. I mean, you do mean that, but, like, no, I don't know. Because I'm hearing you say that. I'm like, I don't think that's a good thing.
No, that's a great thing. As guys.
For me.
As guys, we don't feel heard whatsoever. I can tell my girl oh, my God, perfect.
I feel like my downfall is that, like, I've tried to, like, hear and understand people.
I disagree.
When, like, they don't try to do the same for me. And it's like, I care about you and your feelings more than I care about my own at some point.
Okay, so with that it's not a downfall. The downfall isn't that you care more, that you care. You should care. You're doing the right thing. It's that they're not. So you have to match someone who matches your energy.
But it's like, how do you know when someone matches your energy? You think they match it and
you'll
then they
find
don't.
it. You will find it.
I'm never gonna find it.
And what it is now you feel like, okay, maybe I have to not drop who I am, but tone it down.
Adjust who I am.
And I don't believe you should.
I don't believe I should either,
exactly.
But sometimes
it feels warranted, but I don't think you should.
When you are put in a position over and over again where you are...
If you feel like you're the one that's wrong, then yes, you should adjust.
No, but it's like, I've been open about, like, these are traits that I like in myself. I think they're good traits, and I would love to find that in somebody else.
I would love to date like super older men, but go ahead. The reason
we tried that. It doesn't get better, ladies. It doesn't matter. What's super older?
Like,
I did like 11 years, 12 years.
Like,
older.
Mature. I don't want to say older because older doesn't mean mature.
I think maturity is more of a mindset.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to take back the older.
Yeah.
I think you need someone who's like actually mature, like not pretend mature where they're like tell you what they think you want to hear. And then when you get to know them, you're like, hold on. Where did all your dreams and aspirations and where did all that go?
It's not even that. It's just like,
oh,
come on, really?
Yeah. And like for example, like me and my girlfriend, I've known her for most of my life. And obviously when you're not with somebody, there's certain things you're not looking for, you're not looking at. Mm-hmm. So for years, there's things about me that she's just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. But now that we're in a relationship, she's like, hold on. Wait a minute, you're actually kind of nice. You do little sweet things. I'm like, I've always done.
I thought you were gonna say the opposite. Like, she's like, hold on, I really don't like this about you.
No.
Okay,
and like,
that's good.
There's certain things that we talk about, and I repeat myself 1,000 times. And like 3 months later, we'll have a conversation. I'll be like, day one, I did tell you X, Y, Z. Yeah, but I didn't think, I didn't think you mean it, or I didn't think that. I said it. Yeah, but I'm used to guys saying things and not me. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh, that's what I get a lot. I feel like men are used to women who say things that they don't mean.
Because you're actually listening.
No. About like myself and my feelings.
Okay.
Right? Like I feel like if it's like, oh, like I don't care about this, guys are like, oh, she cares, but she's
pretending she doesn't.
And I'm like, no, I don't care. And they're just like, they don't believe me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it doesn't benefit me to lie about not caring about something.
Most people lie.
Because then I'm just hurting myself. Why would I lie?
Because most people lie, Joe.
I'm like, but that's the thing. If something bothers me, I will say it. Like, no, yeah, you know, like I don't like that. It didn't make me feel great or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, if I'm telling you it's fine, like if anything, you constantly being like, you don't mean that. That's gonna annoy me.
Like I said, when women say it's fine, as men, we're taught it's not fine. It is not okay. I was talking to this girl at work, and hey, because I know you listen. I was talking to this girl at work, and we were talking about exactly that, because I said my girlfriend said something. I'm trying to have a conversation with her, and she's like, it's okay. It's not okay. You know it's not okay. Don't tell me it's okay, because if I act like it's okay, now you're mad and you're gonna tell me I don't care. And she's just like, the girl that I'm talking to, she's like, yeah, I do it all the time. And I'm like, why? Just talk. If we're having a conversation and you're bothered, talk about it. I'm not shutting it down. So why are you shutting it down? Because I want to know you care. I'm like, do you hear how crazy that sounds?
Yeah, Antonio's right in the sense of like, I don't like to play games. I don't think you should have to guess how I'm feeling.
Exactly.
I think it's different if you know me so well that you know, like in this situation, like, oh, like she's going to be uncomfortable or this will make her upset. But I'm never going to feel a mood and just be like, you should know. Oh, like you, like, what? That's crazy. That's mentally unstable.
That is most women.
No, but like you can't.
You're saying no, but that is literally most women, Joe. That's what we go through all the time.
That's the stuff I thought you meant when you said like I'm different, in the sense of like I'm not.
But you're not that either. That's what I mean. Like you're literally different. Like if
I'm different, yeah.
Like different. Okay, for example, maybe once when you were younger and like some guy liked you or whatever, you kind of you wouldn't voice your opinion, right? Sure. You kind of do what most girls do and like when they're flirting with a guy and they're like, yeah, I'm not interested in him, and you're like, so why are you entertaining him?
Sure.
With you, I don't think you entertain it if you're not interested, but you try not to be mean. But you're not going to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm flirting back kind of thing. Whereas a lot of girls...
Well, we all know I can't flirt, so there is no flirting back.
I had a conversation with this girl today, and I was telling her, like, there's this guy that's trying to talk to her who's like 10 years older than her. And she's like, that's not it. Like, he's being weird. But I've seen interaction and I'm like, you're giggling at everything he says. She's like, yeah, because I feel uncomfortable. I'm like, but he doesn't know that. That's like a flirty giggle. Like, what do you want me to do?
Some women do it because...
So say that, buddy.
No, like for safety. Like some men go off and get violent.
Buddy. You're being weird. It's uncomfortable. Please leave me alone.
You're not wrong, but I have to advocate for women who sometimes don't feel comfortable.
Well, I'm going to advocate for guys who have no fucking idea what they're doing. So when you feel uncomfortable...
No, if you're being weird, I'll tell you you're being weird.
Exactly.
And if you're being weird in a way where I'm like, okay, like you can still salvage it, like I'll like tell you, but we can laugh about it. Like, like, okay, like you're doing too much, but like, haha, like I see what you're doing. So like, all right, like let's just take a step back. And we're good, and if you're being weird where it's like, no, I'm like, you're doing
I asked
too
a girl
much.
at work if I was harassing her. And she started laughing. She's like, why would you ask me that? I'm like, I come and talk to you all the time. Not once have you said, hey, come here, And I just walk over to her. Like one day she was doing something. I walked over and I was helping her. And then from that day, I just kept having conversation with her like randomly. And she talks.
That's what you do, though. You force your friendship onto people.
100%. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to ask
literally
her
the reason why we're friends.
if she was uncomfortable.
You just wouldn't leave me alone.
What am I supposed to do?
Leave me alone.
Why would you do that? How are you going to make friends?
Let me be in peace.
So me and her talk.
I'm here living my life.
Me and her talk all the time. And like, I asked her one day, I'm like, do you feel like I'm harassing you? And she started laughing. She's like, why would you say that? I'm like, I'm just asking. I just want to.
Some people might.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're too uncomfortable to tell me. And now that I'm asking, you're like,
no, good for you for at least.
Yeah, man.
Being perceptive
and
enough
she was
to
like, no, first of all, I don't like that word. Second of all, no, you're funny, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, good. Because I noticed that every time you see me coming, you have the biggest smile on your face. And I like that. So keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, ladies, I don't know what to tell you guys. Just be yourself. Like, don't
just be yourself, please.
I think it's not even being yourself. It's like vocalizing your true feelings.
Like true feelings.
Yeah. Like if you're not about something, I think honestly, that's why I'm bad at flirting, because flirting is like a little bit of a game and I don't play games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I'm a very direct person.
Yeah, where I'm all about the games.
All about the games.
All about the games.
Hopscotch, jump rope,
tic-tac-toe.
Des is all about it.
All about it.
But thank you, Antonio, for that. We look forward to hearing about your future successes.
Yeah.
This person says,
oh, another one.
Yeah, because like we have so many, like they're kind of like Valentine's Day themed. I'm like, might as well bang them out. This person says, "Hi, Joe and Des. First and foremost, I have to say that Des, you need to." Why
are you laughing? I don't like that. I don't even want to hear it anymore. I don't like that. I don't.
First and foremost, I have to say that, Des, you need to let the name order thing go. Haven't you ever heard of ladies first, my guy?
I'm sorry. I've heard of equality.
They hit you with the my guy. Second, since it's that time of year, I would like y'all to share who your celebrity Valentine would be if you could choose, and who you would pick for each other without any influence from the other person. So who's your celebrity Valentine?
Gotcha.
And then like who would you pick for me, and then vice versa.
Okay. Mine, if I'm being totally honest, it would be Keke Palmer, 100%. I feel like we'd have a great fucking time. Like, I feel like it would be nothing but laughter and pure enjoyment.
It would. Keke wouldn't check for you though, because you're too much of an F-boy for Keke.
I love it. But if we have to go out, I'm gonna make the best of it.
Time,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would choose Gabrielle Union because that's my girl. But I'm like,
you want a Keke with Keke?
Yeah. I'm deeply in love with Gabby. So it would be like,
you'd be weird.
You're doing too much, buddy. Like, chill.
Yeah.
Chill out. But with Keke, it would be like genuine. For you, I would choose.
Well, hold on. Let me pick my own.
Sorry. Okay. No, then I have to pick yours.
Yeah, but let me pick my own.
We should have picked each other's first.
Why?
Because now you know mine.
No, but I can't pick whoever you picked.
You can't pick. But what if that's who you were going to choose?
No.
Okay.
I think I know for you. For me, it would.
Can I guess yours? Can I say mine for yours first then? Because I don't want you to say it. I'm like, that's what I was going to say.
You're not. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, go.
Mine is Dylan O'Brien.
Okay, whoever the fuck that is.
Dylan O'Brien. Yeah. I mean, just because, like, he's cute, he's talented. Dylan O'Brien, you know?
Fair enough.
You know Dylan O'Brien. I always have to remind you who Dylan O'Brien is. He was in the Maze Runner movies. He starred in
yes.
Teen Wolf.
That's all you have to say.
Maze Runner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
run through this maze. Come on. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I apologize, everyone. Okay, go.
No, carry on.
For you, I would pick, or do you want to say yours first?
For you, I would pick Charlie Puth.
Yeah, I knew, because that's all you can think of. Because
it's not all I can think of. However,
be more creative. Mine is more creative.
The reason why I chose Charlie is because I feel like he would romance you, and I feel like you would love that so much. Just to be like, I don't want to say catered to, but like, ooh.
I don't think he would.
Really?
I think it would be more like a you and Keke vibe. Like,
no way.
Yes, because like Charlie Puth is like, he's like cute, but like weird and like quirky in like a good way.
No, I think you guys would have a great time. But I think he would romance.
That.
Like with me and Keke, like it'll just be chill, throw some popcorn in the air,
Charlie
catch
Puth
it
would
with your
be
mouth.
hanging out, and like the waiter would like put down a fork and it would make a ding, and he'd be like, "Oh, I could make a song out of that." And then it's just like, all right, like. It's like, I love it, but like so not as a Valentine's Day date, you know?
I think that would be a good date.
No, it would be. I'll take it. Charlie, if you're single, hit me up, you know? But no, I think for you, I would pick Nia Long because she is gorgeous and she is recently single and she's like out here living her life. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she's physically your type. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, but the problem I have with that is she's too cute. Like she's too like.
What do you mean?
I have this.
I think she like is beyond cute.
No,
like,
no. What I mean is like I would just be weird and stare at you and just smile, and you're like, buddy, say something.
Like look at this is her and Omarion like the other day.
No, I know,
on the red carpet.
and I would just stare.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
I would pick her for you.
I think because I also don't like care about the romance part of Valentine's Day.
Because it was a Valentine's Day date, right? That's what the person said?
Yeah. I think that's why I would choose Kiki. Because like she wouldn't make me feel like it's a romance
I
thing.
knew that you would pick because you didn't want me to speak first because I knew you were going to say Charlie Puth.
I know you
and I'm
did.
like, there's a slight chance that you might have said Michael B. Jordan. That would have been your second, right? Because that's the only people you say for me. See what I mean? Like, I went out of the box. We've never talked about Neil Long and you before.
No, never.
Like, you know?
Never. That's funny.
I mean, I'm not mad at it, but like, my God.
I really,
switch
in
it
my head, Charlie would romance the fuck out of you and you would enjoy it.
Of course I would.
I wouldn't say.
I would enjoy just like hanging out with Charlie Puth and like watching a movie.
I would say Michael would be more chivalrous.
Chivalrous. Not chivalrous.
Chivalrous. It's cold out here.
Majority. Chivalrous.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just how we speak now.
That's how I've always spoke.
Just drop letters here and
Why
there.
do we need them?
Why?
We already know English is complicated.
Very. What's wrong with chivalry? I like a little romance. Here's the thing. I feel like that's what I'm lacking in my life, you know?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but to me, he seems like the type that is like...
Too serious?
Yeah. Like,
you think like I'd be like cracking jokes and he would be like, open every single door for me. Why not?
Joe, please. You're going to reach a point where you're like, boy,
some guys
relax.
Go too far though. It's like, it's cold outside. Can I open my own car? Like, my own car door. I don't
like,
need you to go around.
For you. He seems like the type that you will always have
but
to.
But like, I love that.
Yeah, that's what
but
you
like,
say
also,
now.
Yeah. Like, I'm a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, let her open her own damn door.
You can like pump open my gas,
door.
Though.
The hell? Why can't I get the same thing back? Why, like, it's 2023. Come on. I want it back.
I hold doors open for men, women, children, everyone.
Good, you should.
Mm-hmm.
As you should.
I think that was the end of that question, but that was a cute one.
This was anonymous.
Yes, anonymous.
I'm not gonna let the name thing go, so I'm not. You're gonna see me make a face every single.
That's
time.
probably why they chose to be anonymous. Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
In the spirit of Valentine's Day. This person is also anonymous, and he says, "Guys, I need your help."
Thank you. I
ASAP.
like that one. We're on equal levels.
But like, I think there's an urgency right now. Like,
okay. Oh shit.
I need your help ASAP. I'm finding myself catching feelings for. Let me. You say it, Des, since you don't know what it says and I do. Who is he catching feelings for? Who do you think?
Who is he catching feelings for?
Yeah, it says I'm finding myself catching feelings for
your best friend.
My homie's girl.
Jesus Christ us.
Crisis.
That's the worst part.
We all hang out all the time.
Okay.
And I never thought anything of it until I realized that when I would talk to other girls, I would compare them to her and they would never measure up. From there, I found myself thinking about her from time to time and being disappointed when we would hang out and she wouldn't be there. I know it's wrong, but I can't help how I feel, and I don't want to ruin the friendship. My boy and I have been friends since grade 2, and we're sophomores in college now. I don't want to ruin a brotherhood, but I can't seem to shake these feelings on my own, so I need your advice, please.
Do you actually like the girl? Sometimes people want what they can't have. Like, is it because you don't have someone and she's always around? And you know when it kind of clicks? Do you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we confuse genuine feelings for someone with like, they're just there.
Yeah.
They're just there all the time. And
who else are you going to compare other girls to? Of course, her, because she's around all the time. You see her in that relationship setting because of your friend. So... like, I don't think there's anything wrong with... that means you hold her to high standards, I guess. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if I haven't dated for a while and my best friend had his girlfriend for however long, I'm going to be like, okay.
Especially if you think she's a good girl. And
exactly.
you're like, oh, like I hope that my future girlfriend is like this.
Be like
it doesn't
this.
mean that you like her.
Exactly.
It just means that you think she has qualities that you would look for.
Exactly.
Also, I think it's normal. Like, I feel like if I'm talking to someone new, I'm not comparing them to my friends, but I'm like, oh, like, you would blend with my friends wonderfully.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, oh, like my friends may scare the hell out of you.
Yeah.
You just like, you try to think about how they fit into your life. So I think that is a pretty normal thing.
The thinking about her thing, you got to stop. I don't care if you want to or not. You need to stop that.
But can you
help it? You better help it.
You have to like divert your mind immediately. I'm surprised that you're not saying he should tell the friend. Because didn't we have like a hypothetical?
And I did say I would tell the friend.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're not telling him this.
He's not going to.
No, because he says that he doesn't want to ruin the friendship. And it would.
Honesty ruins a lot of things, and that's why people lie, and that's why you're diverting the truth, which is a lying. So
I think you just need to redirect your feelings. I think you need to continue to put yourself out there and date, and I think like you redirecting your feelings towards someone else will help you cut that. And I think that if you find yourself thinking about her too much, then you need to skip out on some of these hang sessions and like distance yourself a little bit, or make the effort to hang out with your boy more one-on-one. Like if there's things that you know that you and him do alone that she's not into, like if it's like video games, or if you guys want to go play like basketball or something and you know she never comes, like hang out with him, just him, divert your attention. And then also like try not to confuse, because I've done that before, like you're just like, oh, like this person is around all the time, we're such good friends, they're cool,
it feels like it clicks. Right.
And like that's not always the case. So I think sometimes you need to just like remind yourself that, oh, and I think it might help if you
take a cold shower. Sorry.
I mean, true. I was gonna say focus on some of the like her bad qualities, because everyone has them, good and bad qualities, right? If you hate the way she laughs, be like, I could never live with that laugh. Like just you have to like deter your mind from only focusing on the positive, and you know,
and even like, oh God, Jesus Christ, sorry, just the whole subject in itself. Like for me, like my best friend, me and his girl DM all the time, but to some people, like that's weird. Like, why are you DMing your friend's girl? But we just send each other memes, we crack jokes, because she is fucking hilarious. And we share the same sense of humor. He does too, but not to our extent, because we're stupid. But I'm not going to use that and be like, oh man, yeah, she's perfect for me. No, that's my friend's girl. Like, no, that's crazy. First of all, never. But like, it's okay to be good friends with her as well. It's okay to like her in the sense of, I like how she is. I wish I find a girl like this. There's nothing wrong with that. If somebody told me that about my girl, that's my baby. Yep. Good. I'm glad you guys see her the way I see her.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
To a certain extent, it can be very like respectful.
Exactly.
Like, oh, you know, like you have a great girl. You know, like, yeah.
And to me, like, I would even say it around both of them at the same time. Like, we'd be chilling and be like, damn, man, why can't I find a girl like yours? All these girls are bums out here. And, you know, she's going to like that.
Because then it's not, like, sneaky.
Exactly. And I'm saying.
Definitely don't say it to her alone.
Definitely.
I need to find a girl like you. What?
Definitely don't say it to her alone. Definitely. Because the first thing she's going to do is be like,
babe,
how long have you known him? Okay. And he's your best friend, right? Okay, he said something to me that was just kind of weird. Like, do you think it's weird? And he's going to be like, what the hell? And now you got to explain yourself that you can't do. Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, no. But there's nothing wrong with you comparing her to other girls or other girls to her, and, you know, in your mind.
A little bit.
Yeah. Like, but if you're looking
comparing
at her,
and like, oh, like she's cool, she can hang, da. We don't want to compare like, her lips aren't as luscious.
That's crazy. I was literally like in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to tell him like, don't be looking at her lips like, oh yeah.
Yeah, like when we say it's okay to compare, we mean to a certain extent.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go too
like
far.
Personality wise and like things that she does, you know. Yeah.
Like I want a girl who is as supportive as
caring.
Katie.
You know, she comes over to his house and, you know, he'll be hungry and she'll just go and, you know.
Yeah, like that.
Whatever.
That type of stuff for sure.
Not. Yeah. Jesus.
But we hope it goes well. Sorry, bro.
That's the help we got for you.
That's all we got.
Because it shouldn't be anything more than that. It shouldn't. And it probably isn't. I don't want to say it's not real, because there has been situations where the best friend is more compatible with the girl than the actual person who's dating her.
But we don't go there.
We don't go there. Why? Because friendship is more important than that. And
bros before hoes, my dude.
And niggas ain't shit. So women, you hear what I'm saying?
Girls, you too. Chicks before
dicks.
You
see what I'm saying? Niggas ain't
shit.
shit.
Goes both ways. We're not throwing away friendship
not at all.
for some
nobody,
coochie or for some penis. Nobody. We're not doing it. No.
And
unless, no, I'm joking.
You know what's crazy? One of my friends asked me, like, do I look for stories? Like, because I seem to have a story for everything. And I was just about to say, and I was about to tell a story, and I was like, Des, why do you always have a story?
Because you're very much so in everybody's business.
Everybody.
That's why.
But me and this girl, we got into it about me putting my friends, or her feeling like I put my friends above her. And I'm like, I just value friendship. So if you're telling me, Des, I feel uncomfortable with the relationship between you and Joe, I don't know what to tell you, because between me and Joe, it's nothing but friendship. Okay, but, I feel like you talk to her too much. I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not the person to be like, Joe, I'm sorry, honestly, my girlfriend's not comfortable with this. So it would be different if there was actually something going on. I would tell you, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, we might have to tone it down. But if I talk to you every day for hours a day and there's really nothing here, I'm not going to stop talking to you. And to the girl, she was like, that's crazy. Like, if you want to build something with me, why would you not make me comfortable? Because when you up and leave, because that's what people do.
And I've already cut off all my friends.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm left here with my dick in my hand. Now what?
Your dick stays in your hand.
Stays in my hand.
I think in a situation like that, I think there has to be a happy medium. I think you can do things to make your partner more comfortable, whether that means including them in more conversations or like whatever it may be. I don't think you need to cut off your friends unless there is something inappropriate, even if it's not on you. If you know that your friend likes to send you pictures of them in lingerie just to be like, oh, what do you think? Should I send this to this guy? Yeah. It's like, okay, it's not anything. She's not trying to send it to you, but like you
didn't need to send me the picture.
It's still crossing a boundary. So it's like, yes, sometimes that there do need to be lines that are drawn, for sure. Whether it's all innocent or not. But I think if it really is just innocent, you cannot bend to someone's every insecurity. Yeah. But if they have an insecurity, I think if you value them as a partner, you should do what you can to ease that insecurity. Unless it's completely unreasonable and it's
absurd.
Like every time you go to work, I think you're fucking your boss. Well, I'm not quitting my job, so I don't know. I don't know what you want.
Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if it's just like completely out of left field, then like you can't. Yeah. You can't like fuel that fire. But I do think that sometimes if your partner has insecurities, it's fair to.
Yes.
I'm just putting myself in like what I would do if I was dating someone who had like concerns about something. I don't want them to be concerned. I want them to feel comfortable.
Be concerned, bro. And
you say be concerned?
Well, they asked me what I would tell a friend. They're like, oh, what if it was this person? What would you tell them? And I'm like, I would tell them you have two choices. Stay with the person, believe them, and relax yourself. And maybe it really is nothing. Or if you really think it's something, then go. But if you go and now you're like, shit, it was really nothing, that's on you.
I don't know. I think like certain things, like if you see me laughing in the corner on my phone and you're just like, oh, what is it? I'm not going to like put my phone away and be like, oh, it's nothing. I'm going to be like, hey, look.
Yeah, this is what Joe
you already
said.
know. Like most, like you, I have so many friends who have my password. So it's like, obviously the person I'm dating. No, but
she didn't even remember I had her password.
Yeah, you love to remind people. You love to remind people. No, but like, but you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I have nothing to hide. So like something like that. But like, I don't want my partner to be like, 5 p.m. give me your phone, I'm gonna do a search. That's no trust. But like you knowing that like you could go through it any moment, I think should ease your mind because I'm not hiding anything.
Would you be upset if they actually went through it? Like what if one time you're sleeping and you're like, wait, why are these apps open?
I would be a little like, what the hell?
What the hell?
But I would
I'm
have
not
a
mad,
conversation with them.
But what the
like,
fuck is that?
Honestly, I would, if anything that's on my phone, it's like embarrassing stuff. Like, think about some of the stuff we talk about in this podcast. I have screenshots of weird stuff, weird
to me,
notes.
It's not about what's on the phone. It's the fact that you even
it's a principle. No, but
yeah.
the thing, I'm not hiding anything. Like, you're not going to find nudes. You're not going to find my own nudes. You're certainly not going to find anyone else's.
Well, you might find somebody else's. You know, guys send you weird shit.
True, but I'm not like storing.
No. I just mean like, what if they're like, oh, whose snap is this? Open a dick.
True, but like, okay, so if I have people aside from like a random, like if I have someone who's like consistently like DMing me and whatever, like I'm telling my
significant other
about it so that they
100%.
know
So you're aware. Yeah. Okay.
Like, hey, if you happen to see something funny,
this ain't me, bro.
This is what it is. This is the full background. This is situation.
That's nice of you.
Why? No, because like I would want that same respect back.
No, I'm just saying.
What you mean you're getting all these messages from the same woman?
Why are you even in my phone? That would have been my first thing.
No, but it's not even that. It's like, I mean, I told a story a couple weeks ago how like I was literally like ordering Uber Eats on my ex's phone,
but
and like
that was warranted. That was warranted.
It happened to be warranted, but what I'm saying is you can see things that it's not even about like why are you in my phone. Sometimes you see things organically.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just mind your business. I've been on my girlfriend's phone and like I'll see something and I'm just like, not my business. I'm not gonna be like, let me wait till she's asleep. In
the back of your head, you've been like, and then you say it's not my business, but you do say at first, you know.
Who knows?
I know. I'm telling you, does this. But yeah, okay. I think those are all of our listener questions. We hope we gave you good advice. Did we answer that last one?
Yeah.
We did, right? Yeah. Oh, about the catching feelings. Yeah. Again, it is thissquareroom.com. If you have any questions, if you have a story that's like juicy, if you want to share, we would love to hear from you.
Jojo, you sent me a video.
Yes, I started playing it when you came here, and I was like, this sounds ridiculous. I'm not going to play anymore. I'm going to send it to you. So, yeah, let's...
Okay. Oh, of course.
Yes, wonderful.
That's what I do. That is what I do. And
I just felt like it was like Valentine's Day and like love related.
Just
so like,
click it.
Yeah, just make sure it's actually playing.
Yeah, please. You know I don't do that. Okay.
Any day now.
I was looking for your name.
God, you have that many DMs?
I do.
I sent it not too long ago.
Okay.
Should be at the top, bro.
Well, first of all.
Okay.
Come on, Des.
Cobra, what's your ideal woman? Well, first of all, of age, alive, cisgendered, consenting, non-related, and at least a 4 or above on the good looks scale. Like if she's a 6 on her best day, you know, kind of thing. Preferably someone who is 21 and up. That's as low as I go, is 21. You could realistically date an 18-year-old because it's legal, but it's not as fun because you can't take them out for a drink. All right. Cobra, what's your...
It was the all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
No.
I'm just like, you know what? That is the most realistic, down-to-earth list that I've ever heard.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that list. That was a good list. Alive is what killed me.
But I'm like,
he has to say
has a point. You know, you never know these days.
People are
dating
things.
Toasters and sex dolls, and like we gotta really specify. People are marrying bridges out here.
Yeah, I like that he said. What did he say? A 4 and a 6 on her good day. Look at
on her best day.
You know what I'm saying? That's realistic.
But that's like the average person.
Exactly. But he's not out of his league,
right?
You know,
because he's a 4 on his best day.
He's on
to some. I'm not shaming him. I'm just saying, like, you know, like, so
for him to say that, I like that. Like, that was good. That was good. It reminded me of a video that I also saw, and I couldn't. Joe, I swear to you, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, I could not finish the video. I got to 2 seconds, and I was even gonna send it to a friend, and I'm like, I can't even do that.
Why?
It was a woman talking about her going to the club and not one person hit on her. and she's like, I'm a 10. You know,
I saw it.
You watched the whole thing?
I think so.
What did she say? Like
she said like someone is like playing with her and blah blah blah. She was like in like an Uber. She's like in a Jack in a Box drive-through, right?
Something like that. I didn't get that far. I clicked the video and I saw her face start moving, and I was like, "We're not gonna do that.
Why?
We're not gonna do that.
Why?
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Don't do that.
Why?
Do that." Because, and this is one thing that like a lot of people take the wrong way. Like, there's nothing wrong with being big, and she is what seemingly, unless it's just her head, is big. Now, that is unhealthy, period. However, I'm not saying you can't be an unhealthy 10, but that looked unhealthy. So you feel like you're a 10, and you're that, like, it's like a smoker being like, I'm a 10. Do you hear yourself, buddy? You're about to die. That a 10 can't be about to die. That doesn't make sense.
Why can't you be a bad bitch on your deathbed?
You can.
I want to be a baddie till the end.
But healthy.
I want to be a baddie till the end.
That's bad. That is bad. Bad. That's what that reminded me of.
I'm not
so
entertaining.
I like the fact that this guy was honestly realistic.
He actually couldn't stand to raise his standards a little bit. He couldn't even say a 7, 6.5. But I'm not even talking about the number. Best.
He said 4, below medium.
He said alive, Des.
And then he said 21. I'm not going lower than that. You could go 18 because it's legal, but she can't have a beer.
He didn't say beer. He'd like to go for a drink.
He's being on it. Oh, he held up the beer.
I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't see the whole video,
okay,
so
he held up the beer.
I started watching it. And I'm like, nope, gotta send this to Des.
Okay. How do you feel about this? I got a video for you.
Okay.
Jeez, do you hear how deep that was? How do you work Instagram? You know, I never know how to go to my homepage. Isn't that crazy? Okay, found it. Did you turn it up?
Yeah, go.
No, sorry, it's loading. It's not me. It's Instagram. It's not me. It's loading, guys. It's load.
Don't show your homepage.
Wow! Look! Oh, got it.
Women.
I have issues, Joe.
And it's weird.
Des.
Men aren't obsessed with women anymore, and it's weird. These men are more into themselves than they are women. They expect a woman to buy them flowers and chocolate. In their mind, they're the catch, and women should chase them. But that was never how it was intended to be. As men by nature, we are hunters. Women are the catch. We gotta put the work in. But these men are too self-absorbed, and they expect a woman to do everything.
How do you feel about that, Jojo? You agree? I saw you nodding your head.
And I do agree.
Fully?
No.
Okay, what don't you agree with?
I do think that men, I think we touched on this. Like, I'm the type who does stuff for my man, but I do expect it in return. But a lot of these guys right off the jump are like, what are you going to do for me? And I'm like, sir, that's not how this goes. We can do like, what are we going to do for each other? But like, you're not going to start off with like, what can you do for me? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table, sir?
So
mediocre dick? I don't want that.
You don't feel like that's coming from somewhere. You feel like
coming from somewhere. What I'm saying, what he's saying.
What you're saying. Oh, sorry. What he's saying. Like, what are you bringing to the table?
I'm assuming he's a very not the guy in the video.
No.
Sure. I think everyone's interactions are because of things that they've been through and probably negative experiences. I had a guy who like was trying to get to know me and like pursuing me like heavy, and I'm like, sir. And he was just like, what's your love language? What are you looking for? And I was just like it was just like rapid fire questioning without much conversation. And I was like, and he was like, oh yeah, I like what I hear. And I'm like, cool, but like I don't. Like, I don't. Like, you don't know anything about me. You're not trying to get to know me. Like, it's just kind of like what I can do for you or be for you or fit into your life, you know?
I feel like as men, like, we hear that a lot. So after hearing that over and over and over again, you reach a point where you're like, hold the fuck on. If you want me to do all these things and women want us to be all these things, what are you going to do? Because if I met a woman who's like, Des, honestly, you can do whatever you want. I'll be a housewife, you know, just don't cheat on me. And that's that. Shit. We can do this then.
I think it should be both. It should go both ways.
So a lot of men feel like if I don't pose the question, what do you do for me? You're now going to take advantage of me.
I totally understand that. But notice I didn't say I expect a man to be like, this is what I can do for you and provide for you.
For sure.
I think
for us.
A relationship, what can we do for each other? A relationship needs to be both ways. Like, listen, I'm not trying, like, I could never, although, like, I can probably joke about it and be like, yeah, like, in an ideal relationship, I'm being catered to and da-da-da. But, like, is that what I really want? Yes.
To an extent.
But not one way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, it will be reciprocated maybe in different ways. Maybe there's things that you can do for me that I can't do for you, but, like, I will do for you however I can. And I think that's how a healthy, happy, long-lasting relationship works.
What I don't like about what he said and is that men by nature are hunters. And that's how it's supposed to be. Women are the catch and we are supposed to hunt. Now, I don't like when people tiptoe in when it favors them and then tiptoe out. So if there's anybody out there who heard that, any women, any man out there who heard that and was like, yes, he's right. Men by nature are this. So yes, it should be that. Do we really want to go with men by nature? Is that what we're really going by?
I mean, you raise a fair point.
Because if we are, then okay, just remember that's what we're going by. But don't do it because it favors you in this sentence. That's what I can't take with people. And so when I was listening to this, I was like, okay, you know, I hear what he's saying, you know, men this, men. And when he got to that point, I was like, nah, now you lost me. Because now, if we're talking about nature, women aren't going to like what nature has to bring. And that's a different conversation. So if that's what we're doing, let's fully do it. But if we're not, then don't even bring it up. Don't, because it doesn't make sense to me. That's why I wanted to hear your opinion on it.
Those two clips were very, very different, very interesting in their own ways.
Yeah. I like mine better.
Which one?
Like my clip.
The hunter guy?
Yeah. When I say like better, like not in a good way, like in a negative way, like.
So you dislike it? Yeah,
but I like that we are talking about it.
Oh.
Like yours was like positive. Like yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's Valentine's Day. We're trying to be positive and nice. Oh, sorry.
I ruined that.
Okay, I say we should just get into the question of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh
my God. Am I gonna have to write something else down?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Today our question of the day is: if you could have it your way, who would you be with? Where would you be? And what would you be
Fucking
doing?
hell. Joe, go ahead.
Me? Mm-hmm. Well, I am the single one of the two of us. Who would I be with? Where would I be? And what would I be doing? I feel like there's like three ways I could answer this. I could answer this like
realistic and unrealistic.
Realistic, not realistic, and then like idealistic.
I would say go unrealistic and idealistic.
Why? Because you know the realistic would be like with my dog.
Yeah. Nice and comfy with your socks on.
With my dog in my bed watching like Netflix.
Yeah.
Watching like You on Netflix.
Oh, I was like SpongeBob.
Okay. Idealistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's February. It's a little cold. I would like to be somewhere warm, somewhere tropical, but like not like on a resort. Like, I don't know, somewhere like a little more secluded, you know? And like not just like a vacation. Like I don't like be living somewhere like exotic. who would I be with? It would be my dog's in every scenario. He'd be there.
Not surprised.
But like, you know, someone that I love. Like it would be nice to like just like
nice like that feeling that you said
that I never felt before. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you're meaning. Yeah.
You guys know too if you listen. What we'd be doing? Everything. Like everything in the sense of like eating good food, laughing, exploring, adventures. Yes, sex, because you're gonna be like chill.
Maybe it's not compatible.
No, like just like everything with like your person in a beautiful place with my dog.
Okay.
Because like that's my heart, you know. And then like realistic, like, or sorry, no, not realistic.
Unrealistic.
No, I don't know. That one was like idealistic. That's like
that was the idealistic one.
A way far away dream.
The realistic one we said was the one that you shouldn't have said. Unrealistic.
I guess it's not unrealistic. It's just like kind of in between the two.
Yeah.
It's not like way out there, but it's not like. I'm shy. There is someone that I would like to be hanging out with.
Okay. That's fair.
Literally just hanging out, doing nothing, just talking, because I value personality.
You go, girl.
No, and that's like, you know, but I'm good just like hanging out with my dog or whatever.
What is the question asking?
If you could have it your way, who would you be with? Where would you be, and what would you be doing?
All right. Now, if you're listening to this, like we said the other day, it's hypothetical, okay? It's not for real. So, conversation, story time. Conversation with my girlfriend. I said, if I could, I would be with 6 different girls. What do you mean? You said that you would only want to be with me. For sure. So, Des, if I was like, okay, Des, yeah, you know, you can have another girlfriend and I'm okay with it, fully okay, like whatever. Would you do it? Yeah. Seriously? I'm like, are we speaking hypothetical? So hypothetically speaking, I would be with my current girlfriend and maybe one or two from the past. Yep, from the past, a blast from the past. If we're going like if we're going for it. Maybe 2. So the 3 of them I would go for. Where would we be? Come on now. Anywhere. What would we be doing?
The nasty.
Oh, the good. The good. That is my like.
Only 3?
Only 3. Anything more than 3, I'm annoyed.
You came down from 6.
Yeah. I was just saying 6 because
look at you being humble.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be reasonable.
I think sometimes you need to aim higher so that when it doesn't
hurt as much.
Yeah.
Because you really meant here, but if it's here and they tell you here, you're like, oh my God.
It's like when you're trying to like bargain, you always like
aim higher. Yeah. So that's my like not unrealistic, but like let's go with unrealistic. In all actuality, yeah, I don't know.
Say it, because it's gonna be cute. You know, it's gonna be cute.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings, right? Because you know, sometimes you just miss a friend and hanging out with that friend.
This doesn't have to be romantic.
No, I know. Be... So that's why I said I'm in between the two. Because like I would, where I'm going next is where I want to be. Like after this, I'm gonna go see my girlfriend. But also, like if I could see this friend and just hang out with this friend genuinely, like we used to, and laugh and stuff. Like,
oh, I like that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
who's the friend? Are you able to say? Or
no,
you want to
God,
keep
Jesus
them
Christ,
anonymous?
no. You also don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Oh, okay. I thought I did.
A hotel. You see what I'm saying? I told you she didn't want to know. I told her she didn't want to know, and look what she did. She made me say it. And look at her face. Look at her face. Look at that judgmental face. After I said I don't want to say it. So yeah, sometimes you just
not
like
a face of judgment. It was a face of shock because I'm just like, what?
Sometimes you you know, sometimes you just miss hanging. Like when times were good, they were good, right?
Okay.
And like,
I get it.
Yeah, there's certain good times
you miss
that
the friendship.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
in an ideal.
Exactly. So that's why I said
your like idealistic one is way more far-fetched than mine. And mine is with someone I don't know in a location I don't know, doing things I don't know. Yours is with someone that you do know from your past.
Yeah,
and it would seem more realistic, but mine is more.
No, that's understandable. Yeah. I didn't want to say it. And honestly, look at me, baby. Don't ask me. Don't. Just hear, like, I'm just talking to Joe and my people. Like, just leave it alone.
If she's a regular viewer though, is she not?
Leave it alone.
Is she not our people now or no?
No, my people. No, my people are my people. These are my people.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
So when you, because like the viewers are our people, of course. But like when you have a friend who watches, are they your people like with the podcast? Because I feel like they're not. They're
not. They're separate. And like a lot of them, they already know me. Like anything I say here, I will say. So
it's just different. I'm like, you're one of us, but you're not.
But
really
you're not.
One of
you're
us.
not. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like people who know us from the podcast know us in like a very different way, and it's a very like honest way.
Exactly.
Because I think the podcast people got to know us
from us,
like a deeper, more honest level than like when you're like in school with your friends. Like that comes with a lot more time.
Yeah.
Like they know us really well, and like some of this stuff is not great they know. Yeah.
One of my friends, he just keeps saying, he's like, honestly, I don't know how you guys just talk to talk. I can't just talk. He's like, I listen all the time.
You
but like,
always talk to talk.
That's what I told him, but he can't do it.
Which friend said this? I know?
One at work.
Oh.
And yeah, he was just like, I don't know how you guys just ask each other questions. Like, he's like, I feel like that's so invasive. Like,
but we kind of speak like that in real life too.
To him, that's crazy. We were having lunch the other day, and I invited someone to come sit at our table because they were new. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, like, come sit here, cool. And I'm asking them questions, and he's looking at me like, stop, mind your business. And I'm like, how do you get, like, why would I let them come sit here to not say a word?
My podcast life has officially, I mean, it always has here and there, but it's the last couple weeks, it's regularly trickled into my real life. Like I said, like that whole socks and sex conversation, that was a real life conversation, but like it felt like a podcast conversation. And it was, but it was a real life conversation first. And then I brought it to the podcast. Okay, usually, if anything, it's the other way around.
Yeah, that's
so like
true.
I'm now initiating these like crazy scenarios in real life.
And then people, we talk about it.
And like, people love it and they find it so funny, but I'm like, this is like how I speak. You know, like the shower sex, the emotions versus sex. Like I'm here asking my friends, like, what do you think? Tell me, like, you know, why do you always do that when it becomes emotions versus sex?
I can't even tell you on the podcast. Can't even. Guys, one day I would tell you. One day, maybe if we do another, you know, sporadic, if you know the password.
Know, for our people, we will always keep it real with you, and we will do regular exclusive episodes.
Yes.
Different password though, because I was
snitching.
Y'all. No, I wasn't.
Sorry, helping. Got it with too hard. Harder.
Yeah, I tried to make it easy and Des said harder. Next time it will be definitely harder to guess.
Good.
Okay, I do think that is a great place to end. Do you have any like Valentine's Day wishes for our friends?
For those of you who are going out, I hope you enjoy yourselves, stay safe, protect one another. Ladies, if you're listening to this and you didn't plan nothing for your guy or your gal,
do a little something. No, I think most girls. No. A girl who's dating a girl will do something. And a guy who's dating a guy will do something.
But a girl dating a guy
may not.
So, you know, I'm not trying to leave anybody out. Don't leave anybody out. Like, he has feelings too. She has feelings too. Come on,
Carly. Do something for Mikey. Get him something.
Carly, I got you. Carly wouldn't do that. Of course Carly is, huh? Of course, Carly, I got you. Don't let them do.
Get him some like Polaroid film or something.
Don't let Joe do that to you.
No, listen, Mikey knows I'm Team Carly.
But what if that's what she was doing and you just ruined it?
But it's Valentine's Day, so they already.
It's a surprise.
by the time they see this,
it's the first thing in the morning.
The surprise is already
ruined.
No, it's not.
Carly,
you see what you're trying to do? You're trying to like act like
shit.
What?
I was actively trying not to wink, and I winked.
Oh, you were actively trying?
Yeah, I didn't wink all episode until just now.
Oh, well, we're still on our streak.
Call that a wink.
I mean, whatever you do is always it's always teetering the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So that brings us to the end of our episode. You can find us on our social media at This Square Room, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Deswayne's Instagram is
Desi D18.
My Instagram is at Jonel Wilson. And yeah, I mean, we always say tell a friend
to tell a friend.
And we will see you next Tuesday.